did you interview Andrew Tate?
He goes after all the younger, vulnerable male celebrities. He confessed all of his criminality, almost without asking. I was like, how's it going? And he's like, by the way, I traffic women. He shorted that girl that he was paying to lie to the cops for him.
How did you reach out to him? What was the process?
He reached out to me.
Oh, this guy's so weird.
Yeah, he really is weird.
That's weird.
There's a lot of Trump weirdos out there now.
Finding Trump is like converting to a new religion. Once you find Trump, you do not go in half-heartedly. You go all in.
No, you definitely don't. No, that's how you end up in jail.
Yeah,
okay. You know what my gripe is right now?
I didn't ask.
Anytime I'm on a plane and there's a little bit of turbulence and then I check the thing in front of me and I'm like, oh God. And it says like Boeing 757 Max or whatever. And I'm like,
yeah, I've got a complex now. Like, flying was always nothing.
Oh God, this is it.
Oh no.
Oh,
and then the whole time I'm sitting there, it's like now the astronauts can't get back into Earth because of Boeing. Like, oh God,
Their stock is kind of like the Intel of the arms industry. It's like, listen, guys, Boeing, that's another company that it's not going anywhere.
They're having problems. Yeah,
they are. It's not good. All right. Well, so on this topic list here, what speaks to you since we've done all the hard work? Or would you
when did you interview Andrew Tate?
Yeah. Why?
When?
A long time ago. I was like one of his first interviews.
Oh shit.
By the way,
when his
No. You go ahead.
Back when his like I'm gonna take over the manosphere shit started, because he's got this ploy where he targets. You can tell he's doing it, especially now that he's like out and out a bad guy. He's out of the closet of being a bad guy. He goes after all the younger, vulnerable male celebrities, like buddies up to them, invites them over to his compound, and I don't know, date rapes them or Epstein's them or whatever to like kind of capture their. Because he's exploiting the men in the audience, obviously, with that Hustler University shit. But I was probably one of the first audiences
to get exploited by him.
To get exploited.
What was that like?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun interview with a pimp and a criminal. Like he confessed all of his criminality, almost without asking. I was like, how's it going? And he's like, by the way, I traffic women.
This is slightly off topic. Do you know who Martin Shkreli is?
Yeah, I love that guy.
He did that to me in an interview. I think I talked to him like 8 years ago, and we were talking about his stuff. He's like, oh, they're investigating me for, it's crazy. I'm like, oh, well, what's going on? He's like, they're just mad because I try to make sure that my customers' portfolios are always, like, even if I need to top them off to make sure they're always getting good returns. I'm like, that sounds not okay. He's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, okay. And it wasn't okay. I don't know why he would just say that, but.
Yeah. People doing crimes, they get online, and then I think maybe they don't think the internet exists or something like that, or it's real life.
Well, supposedly he downloaded porn.exe and ran it. So
for who?
Oh, he did?
What? For Shkreli.
Oh, this was before.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, well, he's like, oh, people don't understand the internet, so that.
Well, he didn't. He definitely just scammed and lied and stole everything.
No, and then here he is, confessing to all the crimes.
For a second, I thought he had an earring. And it was very gay looking.
Oh, look, you've made it big. The Krasensteins are bringing up your interview.
But I got cut out of it. Look, I got I'm in this. I'm like my head is in it, asking him, and I've got all my show logos everywhere else except for on him. But this dude cropped him out, the Murders by Crayon guy, which is a nice guy. He just didn't want me to get. He said he didn't want me to get blowback from it. I'm like, that's the whole point of the.
Which one do you want?
That's the whole point of the routine.
Which one do you want to fight more, Ed or the other one?
No, I'll
fight both of them.
I'm okay with these guys. Why would we start fights with them?
Not anymore.
You can do it if you want. I'm gonna make a ton of child jokes about you later on Twitter, though, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I got a lot of inventory here.
All right, fine. We'll just leave it ominous of who it's from.
But tag Dick if you're gonna actually complain that they didn't tag him.
Dick
Masterson.
S-O-N. There we go.
Now put an LOL at the end so they know you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
There we go.
Can I give you guys a real quick, if you're at home listening, or if you're a woman, I guess, because women don't know this apparently either, because I hear guys get away with this all the time. Somebody that does irregular work, like contract work or online shit, Dick will vouch for me here, okay? When a guy tells you how much money he makes, what he's doing is he's thinking of his best month, he's multiplying it by 2 to 5, and then he's pretending like that's his average month. So when he says he makes like $40,000 a month off of some person, his best month ever was probably $10K one time. Just as a heads up, people always lie about it.
Didn't they just raid his house and it's like we found $3,000,
$5,000 or something.
He shorted
it
that
was-
girl that he was paying to lie to the cops for him.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
That's what she says. She said he was
That
going
is
to give
never
me $5
good. When you
grand.
can't afford your bribes, it's like, oof, that's not good.
Yeah.
Those are probably
right.
the last people you want to be ripping off.
So
That's
where
what
can we
happens.
watch the full interview? Do I want to watch this?
I don't
cut
know.
up?
I think it's on I don't even know if it's up anymore, honestly, because I got my YouTube channel yeeted. So
All right, we'll just watch this as is.
I know how desperate guys are. Like, what kind of turnover were you talking, and what kind of percentage would you give the girls?
Okay, so my best girl
What?
would do about $14,000 a month.
oh my god.
And I
Sean,
do
we're in the wrong
$1,000 a
gender.
week.
Maybe. And how much is it? 14 or 40? 40.
14.
Oh
40.
Christ, Jesus.
And I
No,
give
I
her
missed it. You
$1,000
distracted me. What was it?
I give her.
40,000 a month.
40,000. He gives her
Okay, so that's
$1,000.
generous. I mean, that's
So
a
she
fourth.
gets $1,000 a week. She gets free rent. She ain't got to worry about nothing. If I travel or we travel, I pay for everything, whatever. But $36,000 a month I'm keeping.
I know how desperate guys are. Like,
Wow. Not
good
good.
deal.
Pretty unethical.
And probably mostly bullshit, right?
I don't know. This sounds similar to how Dick says he pays out Vito.
Is that true? You
Yeah.
tell him that like you've made like $8.
I pay him in toys. Okay, you got some.
Funko Pops.
Funko Pops, but all the same one. He's like, please,
I give him
Dick.
packs. Like you never know what's going to be in there, man. That could be a Charizard in there.
But Dick does know because he opens all of them in advance.
Yeah.
And then he reseals them. So he
You're
never
that
gets
guy,
a good
huh?
one.
You're
Get a
the resealer
machine.
Oh my God, that's fucked
Pretty
up.
good deal.
I mean, he's never. He's. Don't you think
What do
he's
you
gonna?
pay this guy?
This? Him?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't talk about that publicly ever.
It's not weekly though, unfortunately. All right. So you interviewed him. Mm-hmm. What's your vibe about the whole dude?
I mean, he's a funny criminal.
He is a funny criminal. You know,
He's doing pretty outrageous crimes.
He is. But you know, what do you think of the people that are like, this dude, he's got some things that he knows. I'm going to base my life on what this guy is. The Hustler University, I'm going to buy that, and this is the guy I'm going to follow moving forward. What do you think about those people?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not going to be pimps, so it's obviously
they're
not
not.
going to work.
It's- imagine,
he knows
like-
how to be a pimp. That's what he knows.
Yeah, I think we've agreed on that. Tristan especially is really good at it. But yeah,
I love that he goes, when he's going to get arrested, I hope all criminals start doing this. Like, they start going off on the Jews. So then when the cops kick in their door, they're like, see? It's the Matrix. I was saying all that Jews online, and here
True.
come the cops.
Yep.
Like, wow, that's a pretty good...
fucking, yeah. I don't know. Mordechai Schlimmerstein was out there. Was not taking that bullshit. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's always f***ing Jews, yeah.
So you did this interview many moons ago, huh?
Yeah.
And at the time, what did you feel? Did you know that this guy was going to become such a big deal, or you're like, this is just some weird webcam?
Also,
No.
wait, when you say many moons ago, when did you actually interview him? What was the year?
God, it was like, let's see. It would have been 230 episodes ago, so 4 years.
4
It was,
years?
no. Yeah, it was right at the beginning of COVID.
Okay.
It was right in 2020.
Oh, that's not-
right when COVID started.
He was a big deal back then, though, already, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
not already. He was like kind of a thing, but I think it was during COVID. A lot of weird stuff
Yeah, it was
happened.
before. Like, this is where he broadcast out of. So it was before his whole Rumble studio.
All
whatever
these
that
guys,
is.
they're just like slightly improved. The fuck's the name of that? The Here in My Garage guy. What was the name of that?
Ty Lopez? Does that sound right? Or did I just name a Nick at Night Mexican?
Or black guy.
Who's the Here in My Garage?
Look at my
know.
books. Okay, we got to go watch it now. You don't know what we're talking about?
Oh, here's my books.
Yeah, here in my garage. Look at all my books. I read one book
I
a
invest
day.
in books. I
This
don't care
guy.
about this.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, yeah, I
You.
remember this shithead.
My garage just bought this new Lamborghini here.
It's a Gallardo, by the way.
Hollywood Hills.
The baby. Oh wait, no, is that a
You know what I like
Murcielago?
A lot more than materialistic
I
things?
can't tell.
Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get. The whole
What?
Did they have Kindles back then or no? Or
Man, I don't know. Was that a Murcielago?
It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says.
I don't think it
The more
is.
you learn,
He's got a book
the
about
more you
books.
earn.
holy
Now,
shit!
maybe
Wow.
you've seen my TEDx talk where I talk about how I read a book a day.
A book a
You know, I read
day.
book a
He's
day
lying.
to
He
show
doesn't.
off. It's again about the
We don't need all
knowledge.
this,
In
right?
fact,
We're good.
The real
That's the lesson with Andrew Tate is whatever you're doing, you just got to have a bunch of hot whores around you, and then people will pick it up. Like, That's the difference between Tate and all these guys lying about books. And
Yeah, but isn't that
shit.
like literally just rediscovering marketing? Like, oh, you want to sell a thing, put a hot girl in it, and it's like, oh, shit, now people want to be this thing or have this thing or do this thing, right?
Yeah, but we didn't have hot girls for so long that we forgot. Like, we're
Where did all the hot girls
rediscovering
go? Did we not have them?
Feminists got rid of them.
Wow.
Andrew Tate, like,
Why would they do that?
we forgot how to make good concrete. You know, now Andrew Tate showed us like you got to have hot whores everywhere. Like, oh shit,
Did we
it
forget?
was that easy?
I don't think we forgot how to make concrete.
No, we did. They rediscovered it again way back. I don't know why. Way back, the Romans had self-healing concrete because they would put lye in, and we said that's lies and impurity. Get it out of there. And we just rediscovered that the reason their concrete heals itself is because they were putting.
What does it mean when we say heals itself?
Like if it
Like
cracks,
if you
will
tell it.
dissolve what's in there and it will reform.
And the lie does that.
The lye does that. So their concrete lasts forever and ours doesn't last for shit. Well, that's why.
That's why we had the Champlain Towers collapse.
Yeah.
So
who's it?
Champagne Towers?
The Champlain Towers.
Champlain Towers?
Yeah, collapsed. Because
Where's that at?
Surfside.
Oh, the ones up here.
Yeah.
Buildings fall down in Florida sometimes.
Oh, they
That's
do?
Yeah.
It's actually
I was
incredibly
kind of
rare.
wondering about that.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, I think it's only happened once so far. So
How big was the building?
it was pretty big.
I think like 90 people died, but
I think it was more than that. I think.
They were probably bad.
because they lived in Florida. True.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, they're Jewish is what you're really thinking. Just say what you're really thinking.
What an accent! You
Yeah.
could say whatever you want because you're Jewish. You could.
Isn't that like the
Man.
bee's knees? You wish, huh?
I
And you know what
wish.
else? Even if you convert, we're not going to count you.
I know. It's
Right?
not the same thing.
It's not. They're going to be like, I don't give a shit. He converted. No.
I need a third wheel. I need to find a local, comedian and bring him in.
What, just for the Jew jokes? This is like the Seinfeld episode where his dentist converted to Judaism. It's
Yeah,
like,
they
I'm
don't have to be
offended.
jokes.
I'm offended, not because of this, but because of the jokes. They're not good, or whatever the said. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Just bring in a Muslim. Those guys can be anti-Semitic and nobody says shit about it.
That is true,
That
they're
Bassem
not
Youssef guy or whatever, you need to do that, dude.
but they're not that funny.
Arab
Usually.
Robin Williams. They can be funny. You just probably don't find it funny for reasons
Reasons, yeah,
because you're personally offended.
a little bit. They mean it when they say it.
That makes it
I
even
don't-
funnier.
I say it. I say it kind of as a casual, like, oh, us guys,
Yeah.
But it's all bullshit,
What's bullshit?
all the Jewish collusion and shit like that.
Really?
We do this thing where we say, roll Dan clip X.
Yeah.
He can go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But I'll say, I'm a Jewish guy. Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm going to try and do some sort of business deal or purchase something or anything else like that, I'm not like, oh boy, I'm buying this from Rabbi Goldberg. I'm going to get a steal a deal. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this guy is going to nickel and dime me for every penny that I have. It's not like I'm getting the insider Jew discount on this deal.
Yeah,
It
but
just
you
doesn't
have
work
more
that way.
experience. Because you got like Jewish parents. Like it's like dealing with a used car salesman. Like he's gone through so many car deals, and I've only gone through 5.
Okay.
So he's got more
So
experience.
Jews have like innate car salesman ability.
No more experience with each other. Like I only have experience with like my
How do
non-Jewish
I have
parents.
experience with the Jewish guy I'm buying something
Because you
from?
grew up with them.
I don't know I didn't grow up here. I don't know anyone here.
Yeah, but you grew up with parents that you probably Jewed really hard as they were Jewing you. Probably really
We're doing
hard.
each other. Like,
Probably.
you want
Get another
you want
dessert,
you want a
you
juice?
know?
You want a juice
Exactly.
box? All right.
Yeah.
Well, you want a juice box? How many pages of homework are you going to do? Well,
Exactly.
2. I got you. I would have done it for 3, motherfucker.
But then you would counter Jew them and you'd say 2 pages and it's actually like a fucking micro book and it's like boom, boom.
But
and
that
then
would
you're
be
there to
more if
go.
it's a micro book, because then you would be doing it really small. You
I'm
didn't
implying
think.
there's less text on each
He
page
knows
because
nothing
it's smaller.
about outdoing a Jew.
What are you talking? Why would there be more on a smaller page? What does that
I
even mean?
would be debated immediately. You can't. If the page is smaller, that means the text has to proportionally get smaller with the page.
Why can't it just be a smaller page with more pages in the book?
Because that doesn't make sense.
How does that not make sense?
You have to account for what the Jewish parent would say in conflict to you.
Yeah, but that's why you're out Jewing them. That's the whole point.
No, but you can't. You
can't out-Jew your parents?
No, you can't.
Wait, were both
but-
your parents Jewish?
Yes, but
And all of their ancestors were Jewish?
Well, I mean, I can only go back so far as I know.
Yeah, but hold on. Was your mom and dad both Jewish on both sides? Because if not, you're more Jew than they are because both your parents were Jewish. So if your dad had a goyim
Okay.
mom,
There's so much here that's wrong. I don't know where to start. But that said, okay,
You just out-argued the...
I know. See,
Wow.
I mean, he did.
That's
No,
amazing.
he doesn't. He doesn't
tricks.
out-argue.
I've never seen it done.
He confuses and throws a lot of bullshit statistics. I can show you a lot of. I can show you a lot of things where he does this. Like specifically, you know, when he's talking about like January 6th and other like serious events. He's like he tries to act. He throws a lot of data at you, but at the end of the day, we know that the police officers let them in. So. Yeah.
At the end of the day, oh shit, I forgot. We're on YouTube. I don't even know what I'm allowed to say anymore.
You can say whatever you want. We're talking about some stuff earlier.
At the end of the day, you know,
it's easy for him to say as a Jew. We can say whatever we want. Really? Can I say 5 million? See, exactly.
Care.
Yeah,
yes,
there you go.
Can.
Yeah.
You can say.
Yeah, there you go.
You can say like 60.
Yeah. Okay.
They're just
but 60 is obviously a joke.
And they're like really vocal. 4 million. No. I mean, I don't give a shit. I wasn't there.
Yeah, because they weren't one of the 5 million.
True. Mine made it out. The sneakiest. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Mazel tov. Excuse me.
L'chaim. All right. What do we have? Okay, we have this. So you interviewed this guy. So you're kind of part of the problem.
How did you reach out to him? What was the process
He reached
like?
out to me. That's why.
He just emailed you?
He was like, hey, he Googled chauvinist and he showed up.
Yeah, he's
high
like,
on the
let me
list.
come on. I think it'd be great. I was like, yeah, sure. It's a great story. I love criminals. I love interviewing them.
Did you ever try reaching out to him when he blew up and be like, hey?
I did. I got no response.
Bet you'd get a response now. You guys still doing interviews?
Come on back.
Yeah.
You think that would go
Tell
over
us how
well?
the 15-year-old screwed you over.
How do you feel about the fact that so he very confidently goes out there and says this now, like, hey, like, you know, it's legal here or whatever it is, like, hey, I'm fucking 15-year-olds
Well,
or
he
16
used to say, I don't know if he does anymore.
Okay, but he did. But
Yeah.
there's clips, verifiable clips of him being like, oh yeah, I'm like a 16-year-old or 15-year-old, like him saying it, and people on the far right are like, oh yeah, well these Democrats are just, you know, boys will be boys. And it's like, well, you know, this is a little, I feel like if you had Hunter Biden saying half the shit that Mr. Tate here has said, it would be kind of wild.
The
But
team shit's really annoying, isn't it? The
it is
doctor
fucking
disrespect thing too. I was like,
that's sad. You know what? And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to think so much less of Republicans if they take in the doc. If they take him in.
They take him back.
If they're like,
That's the line for you? The doc?
No,
Not Andrew Tate, the sex trafficker? Not.
okay, well, I mean, I'm just saying, sorry.
Also, Eastern European women age a lot faster. So 15 to them is about 18 in Western.
I'm just saying it's going to be.
Matrix years.
It's sad because it's so, not because of the act itself, because what the doc did is probably nowhere near as bad as what Tate has done.
Well, we don't know that. Careful.
It's sad because it's so obviously a grift from the doc to try and be like, oh, I hate these liberals trying to cancel everyone. It's like, all right, settle down there. You were just jerking off to trans porn. Okay, relax, buddy. Okay, we got the logs of it here. So I don't know.
As soon as you get clout in there, it messes everything up. Like, kind of obviously.
That's what happened with OJ.
You know, I was thinking we should change our theme song for the start of the song OJ by
I know that song. Yeah.
Yeah. The Story of OJ. I thought that'd be
I didn't know. Is that a song?
It is a song.
Oh.
Yeah. You can Google it. That can be the start of our
I'm good.
show.
Well, you get hunted for clout. I mean, all the time. Isn't that kind of your whole? I got to imagine that's like your whole
Hunted by
fucking
who?
life at this point. Just people desperate for recognition, exposure.
Not really that much, actually. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know if it's because of the area that I inhabit or the level that I'm at, but like there will be like occasionally, but way less than you would expect. But it also, I think it might be because I am so on my own. I'm like on an island. I'm not really connected at all to anything or anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so there's usually more reward
You're
for
not obligated to like maintain any kind of network like a lot of these guys are.
So
That's
usually
true.
attacking me is like better for your clout than trying to befriend me because that'll get you hated by everybody.
too.
So
There's not a lot of friends in the universe. That's why it's so.
That's my favorite thing about you. Like when you did the Trump assassination jokes, I was like, hell yeah, man. F- 'em. That's awesome.
yeah, they didn't like that one.
That was
I
a
really
wild.
got pissed at that one. I was like, oh, you f***ing pussies. When Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, I was like, yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You
Dude,
bitch.
you know, the worst part.
That's the best part about politics.
I had
Yeah?
people.
When it
Is it team
collides
sports?
with all the violence that
Yeah.
they're constantly committing, when they get a tiny bit of it in return, and you can go, yes, you.
I feel like every single person that
I
lost
don't
their
condone these
shit
statements.
over his statements
Yeah.
was someone. If you look back, they're like,
Totally.
Paul Pelosi's gay lover. Guess
Hit
it
with
went
a
a little
hammer.
frisky.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, all right. Well, I
He
mean,
didn't even do anything.
yeah. It's like, oh,
So
he's
stupid.
it's it's all team shit. That's why we're right here, saying that everyone's retarded.
Yeah.
Basically. So, what's your particular views on trans inclusion inside of sports?
Wow.
Trans inclusion inside of sports?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well,
Careful, because you're fucked either way you answer on this question.
Well, no trans person has ever called me, a rapist. So women have been anti-me.
Is this a Norm Macdonald answer?
That's a Cassius Clay answer.
Okay.
Women have been anti-me forever, so they're on their own with trans in sports. Like, you guys made your bed. You guys forced your way in there. I love how much guys really give a shit about women's sports, though. That whole female boxer thing was
A lot
hilarious.
of guys were really. I bet conservatives were the highest tuned in audience for a lot of these events.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you better not win. I swear to God, I'm ready to fire off.
It's like when The Simpsons, remember they had that, they made a concert hall and then the whole town showed up for the first part of the 1812 overtures. I'm like, dun, 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 dun. And they're like, all right, see ya. That was great. They just played the best part. We're done with this. That's what conservatives with every female sport. They're into it for a week and a half. Then they mock it. And they spend the rest of their time talking about how,
nobody
stupid it is.
really cares about any female sports except for maybe none of them. I was going to say volleyball, but that's for the wrong reasons, even if they do.
Yeah.
You know what? They know what they're doing on YouTube too. There's volleyball highlights on YouTube, and it's always very specific thumbnails that are coming up there. It's not and I wonder how you feel if you are a professional volleyball player and this is how you're are you happy that you're getting 1 million views on your clip, or are you
I think a lot of it is it's a way for everyone to express their outrage at the natural conclusion of feminism, which is okay, we're getting guys playing women's sports. You start with, or even maybe even further back, maybe all the way back to basic, just the legal enforcement of equality vis-a-vis civil rights is, okay, all races are equal. Okay, all gender is equal. Women can do all the sciences. Women can do everything that men can do, and you can't say shit about it. Okay, well then men can play women's sports. How about that? And now that's something that everyone can say aha!
Yeah.
I told you all that shit for the last 70 years is bullshit, and now you see why. We've got a woman boxer or a male boxer beating the hell out of women, except it wasn't really a man. That's the only problem with their
what is a
outrage.
woman?
Yeah, you need a chemistry set now to know who you can make fun of.
This is what we saw when we came in here before. You see? Look how shit it is.
well, I don't know why it doesn't keep auto adjusting. I feel like I pushed the auto adjusting just once.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my take on it. I do
It's a
think
good
there's a
take.
validity to it, but it just sounds so dumb when they're spurging out about it that I think that part's
Asperger's
lost.
doesn't exist anymore. So is it okay to use the term spurging out?
Oh, is that where it's from?
I don't believe Asperger's exists. I think it's a no longer recognized DSM condition.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There used to be Asperger's, but I think it was just it was either a less serious or more serious form of autism.
It's all part of the spectrum now.
It's all part of the spectrum.
What part of the spectrum is this that's happening?
So this is
my crotch cam.
This is a high level autism type of thing here, where anything having to do with sound or audio or video, that is I can basically ruin his day if I'd be like, hey, your audio is a little fucked, and boom, he's out fucking checking cables and the interference and everything along those lines.
I can't believe it sounds so good with no I don't know, without eggshells on the wall.
True, I did make it sound good without any of that dumb shit. That's
Yeah,
right.
you got the baffling. That's good.
He just got lucky. This room has good acoustics.
It was a lot.
You did nothing whatsoever.
I did a lot.
Really?
What'd you
What is
do?
preventing the audio from bouncing off of the wall behind us?
Because the microphone gain and the channel volume and the compressor are all adjusted accordingly, so that all it does is it amplifies noise that's close to the mic without picking up echoes and
so
dumb
every
shit
single
like that.
person who has eggshells on the wall is a retard.
Well,
Just say that. Just say it.
I'm not going to say they're retarded. I'm just going to say there are things that you can do to... It's a lot.
Because there's a lot of people personally that have eggshells on their wall, and I want them to know that you think they're stupid.
You don't need them usually. Do you have eggshells on your wall?
no, they're not. There's
See?
no
There you go.
point.
But
Oh,
you
I
have
thought I was
some.
gonna
You
have
have
to
some
confront him
really
here.
good friends.
Who?
I don't want to call out names because it's gonna
Name
be a
why?
lot. It's gonna be a
Oh, 'cause
lot.
you're a pussy.
It's gonna be. It's
They
gonna be a
know
lot.
You're a
they
funnier.
have
pussy.
eggshells on their
He's a
wall.
pussy.
though,
Dan's a
you know?
pussy. But
Oh
he's
no,
trying
no!
to- he's
It's
trying to
funnier for
project
me.
his pussy.
It's funnier for me because later you're gonna have to walk all this back when these people where you're like, oh no, Lily, please, I'm so
Does
sorry.
Lily have eggshell things on her
Look,
wall?
look how scared he's getting right now. Does Lily have eggshells on her wall? Well, I mean, in that case, it's, the gain isn't so high, so I can understand because there's someone streaming in the other room. I don't even know. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to see you weak.
Some days when Dan is here, I wish it was 6,000,001.
How would that have affected me? What do you think of H3H3? We're big fans of him here. You like him?
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't really know him that well. Like
We don't know him at all. We've never talked to him.
I talk to Ethan all the time. We're close personal friends.
He has no idea who he is. He doesn't even know about us at all, even though we're such huge fans of Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't see him that much, but he seems to be like a more goo every time I see him. Like he's like more slouched or more.
Oh, actually,
disheveled.
he's looking good now.
Oh, he is.
Hold on.
Bring it
Okay.
up. Bring it up.
Let's see.
Time to look at that guy.
We don't have to keep this in there.
Look at that guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you on the OZ?
Bring him. Look at him.
I asked him that on the way here.
I respect the fuck out of you.
Thanks, bro.
So much
so,
more.
but the thing
Is he always like that?
Well, he's got
dancing around.
he's got Tourette's.
What's happening with his leg?
He also does
Wow.
combat.
Hey, if you're enjoying this show, this preview only went an hour long. You can get the whole length. You can get Destiny Deep if you join the Patreon, the whole 4-hour thing. You're going to get some advice on what to do if you're in programming and you watch too much House. Check it out at patreon.com/anything else.
Yeah. Do you think there's no shot we could get Ethan on for election night?
Absolutely not.
Maybe?
No. 0% chance.
Why not?
Because he's petrified of his community response to me.
No, he's not.
yeah.
He is strong and he can deal with it. And it would be fun to have him on for our election night coverage.
Okay. Reach out to him.
His leg is a tattoo of his kid's drawing. Oh, well, that makes more sense.
That sounds like that
squiggle?
chatter totally just made that up and you believed it. But
He could have. You know what? That doesn't matter. Either way, he's a good dude that's been dragged through the coals.
yeah.
You know who Brad
I
Pace
can't
is?
tell if you guys are being sarcastic or not.
No,
when
we
you're
like
talking.
him.
Oh, you like him? Okay.
Yeah,
I like him. He's being sarcastic, I think.
I'm not.
You like him too.
Name two things you like about him.
Jewish? Same age as me.
Got him. See?
Again, can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Yeah.
I like Ethan because I think, one, I have any respect, as you should as well, for anybody that's made it in internet content for more than 5 years. You immediately have some kind of respect. 'Cause It's hard.
Okay.
It's hard to make it for a long time. And two, I think that Ethan is one of the few people, you know who iDubbbz is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Ethan is one of the few people that managed to make the jump over being like doing very, very, very edgy content to doing content that's not like quite as edgy and is a little bit more safer today, but he doesn't come off as like super.
I do too.
Like I think iDubbbz messed up and that he kind of like reformed his content. It was nicer, but it came off as like very soy.
Oh, when he tried to sandbag Sam Hyde, yeah, that came off pretty bad.
Yeah, not just that, but I mean that was kind of part of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Does he get any views at all anymore?
iDubbbz,
Yeah.
look him up. I don't think so.
Okay. What do you think? We doing more guessing here? Let's go to his
33.
YouTube. How many views do you think his last YouTube video has? He's got 7 million followers.
150,000.
Okay. Yeah. 70,000.
Jesus.
30.
Jesus. It's gonna be like 500.
What do you?
Here we go. Oh,
Okay,
we're all
340,000.
okay. We're all retarded.
Okay.
But you know what? We thought it could be there, and that's the thought that counts. We thought his shit could be.
he
really-
deserves more shit for bringing that Isolette boxing out for a while. How do you feel about that?
Which thing?
The Isolette boxing stuff.
Yeah, but you said he deserves more shit.
More shit for making that famous for like a year and a half.
You're using more shit in a positive way.
Negative way. I don't
Oh,
like.
negative
No,
way.
I hate that celebrity boxing stuff.
Why?
You don't want to box,
No.
and
I
they're
don't
trying to
like box.
call you up to
Yeah.
box.
But
Oh,
you
they
sound
want you
like-
and your homie to go at it, huh? You know what it'd have to be?
You know
Would
what? I would do that.
You would?
I would probably lose or break something
Against Vito?
against Maddox.
Oh, the other homie.
No, it would have to be you and Vito tag team against Maddox
tag
and someone.
team?
Yeah, you and Vito tag team like WWF
Against
style.
Maddox and Burger King.
There you go.
That could be a good fight.
Yeah.
That would be they would lose.
You guys,
would
you got like,
definitely
you would
lose.
like,
You would-
Wrestling, I would like more. If it was like
You would
celeb
lose because
wrestling,
I
would
think
like.
I literally think you would throw that match sitting in the corner and laughing as Vito gets the shit beat out of him. I think you
Yeah.
would do it. You would just
Yeah,
laugh.
that would be
I'm coming,
good.
Vito. I'm coming. I'm behind him right now. And Vito's just getting destroyed by Maddox. Disgusting.
That's fine.
That's got legs. Seeing like a 7 foot tall guy and a, I don't know, 5 something guy beat each other like they just discovered boxing gloves for the first time. Like, I don't like this.
Well, listen,
Can we
hey,
not
if,
do this?
They
if
train for
Boogie
it.
and Wings of Redemption can
Oh,
box,
God.
they did. Did you watch
I know.
that?
It was horrible. Seeing
Was
poor
it?
Boogie get beaten up on. Seeing Boogie get beaten up like that was worse than when you were beating him up for his fake cancer.
Why would he do that? Oh,
Wait,
man.
are you
I mean,
a Boogie
no.
sympathizer? Do we have a Boogie sympathizer
Oh,
here?
hold up.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on
my
Boogie's
God.
side.
How are you
Oh,
on Boogie's
no.
side? How are you on how are you on the fake cancer side? My God, what's
Because it
the
was
other
awesome.
side? Which part?
Lying about cancer. Boogie's audience. They deserve to get lied to. It was funny when he did it, you know. And now it's not. Now it's not funny anymore. Now it's just like, oh, he's lying about cancer. That's sad. It was funny when he had cancer, and you thought he was gonna, you know.
That was funny.
That was funny.
The funny part.
You took that from us.
No.
Well, it wasn't even like an ongoing joke.
It was.
It could have been so much more funny.
Yeah.
If he committed to the bit, could you imagine if
Going
I
to the
was-
hospital and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Or I'm arguing with him and he's like bald from like the chemo, and then you find out he's been lying about cancer. That would be fucking funny.
Yeah, Boogie
would have to
having
commit.
cancer and like having racing his cancer versus his heart attack. I was interested in that. That was like something bright in my life that you took and ruined with your.
expose.
Well,
With
he
your
had 2 years to do
expose.
something with it. I didn't get a single scream of him in a doctor's gown. No fake test results.
Yeah,
He could have gone with it. He chose not to.
could have hired somebody like the Royal Tenenbaums to
What
come
about
in
his
and,
brother that's like, I'm a medical professional and I put my career
See, I
on
was
the
hoping
line?
that you know that.
I was
Well,
like,
he was
oh my
supposed to
God.
debate me, and then apparently Boogie told him no. I accepted. I know, right?
Dude, first off, that was kind of wild that happened. And
Oh, somebody said this was an ongoing joke for Dick. It was an almost weekly topic. One of your fans, I
yeah,
guess,
him
mentioned.
dying of
Oh,
cancer.
fuck.
That was really funny.
you're a sick bastard. You know that?
Well, I mean, one of us is now.
Do you think you could ever out-eat cancer? Like it's starting to metastasize, but you're getting fatter at a quicker rate than it can actually spread through your body? Holy
I don't know,
shit.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I don't think it grows on fat. I think it grows on your organs.
You don't think you can get fat? What do you think breast cancer is? You don't think that's
cancer
your
of the breast muscle, not your fucking fat. You dumb shit.
cringe?
Steven thinks it's
I don't
You
think
think
I've
when you
ever
get a
heard you be
mammogram, you
wrong
think they crush
before.
the muscle? No, they crush the fat boob part, and they look for the.
Bro, if
Isn't
it was
that just to get at the
if
boob
it was just
tissue?
floating in the fat, they could just cut it out.
Your fat is
Yeah.
not floating in your body like you're filled up like a Diet Coke.
Yes,
your
it
fat's
is.
stuck there.
Fat, it's like a thick oil. Think of it that way.
You think the fat that's stored in your body is a thick oil that moves? If you could, like, if I do this enough, the fat from my boob is going to go down to my stomach, and I can like switch it right now. Is that happening?
Like it's like connected a little bit, but it's like some sort of fiber that's going on there. But it's not like muscle.
Kind of fiber.
Yeah, it's like
pretty good.
fibrous oily material.
Okay, like grease from a burger. Just kind of.
Yeah.
a little bit
More
Wow.
fiber.
Yeah.
He's got other health issues you can make fun of.
Cancer is like the big one, though. Like, how do you go back from cancer? Now he's just a fat guy.
Well, he's retarded.
Yeah.
But not like dangerously so to himself.
How do you feel about DSP versus Boogie in a fight?
I don't know anything about DSP really, other than that he spent a ton of money on wrestling stuff. Is that
Not
true?
wrestling stuff. It was like a gotcha game. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
The
It was a
gambling-
mobile
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he constantly like cuck content DSP, where he doesn't like he's
I think
always
that
leading you on?
unfortunately, I
and
think DSP has grown beyond. He's no longer milkable.
then,
He's just like a responsible adult who like games and does his thing, and that's it. Yeah. Unfortunately.
really?
Yeah. I think he has. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know anything about him. What do you think about it?
I'd love to get him on the show,
You'd love to get him on the show.
but I think he wouldn't be funny. Is a problem.
Because he's more serious now.
And, like I would like make a joke and he'd be like, "That's not true," and I'd be like, "Oh, sorry." and that
What are his streams like?
I think he just like plays
seriously
games.
like he's like
games?
I think he thinks that people are watching him to like play the game. Like, oh yeah, the DSP is a great gamer.
I think they do. He probably does now. He has like a community and he just plays games that come out. Yeah.
This is like
Is he
the
just
thing
like a normal guy?
I think literally, I think he is now. He is. He's like a
did that-
normal.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
And we're the sick guys.
We're the weirdos that are out there.
All I know is about him. He's having sex with his wife on camera or something like that?
I think you're thinking of
Jacking off or something like
jacking
that?
off.
Oh,
Yes.
jacking off.
There was a great edit with the Lion King song coming on.
The fact that you even said that about him was already not that bad. Like having sex with his wife on camera is iffy, but like,
Yeah.
so you see how toned down that is from where
Yeah.
it was more fun when he was having to file bankruptcy while also holding onto a condo that he refused to rent out to anybody or sell. After he had turned in his leased car that he had for 3 years, that he said he never changed his oil on because the dealership didn't call him for it. Those were better DSP years.
How's his smoke detector doing?
Was that a big?
Is
Oh,
it beeping?
Yeah.
If he's not changing the oil in his car.
Why did he not change the battery?
That's
well, it was more the fact that he would shoot videos. I think it was wasn't the fire alarm going off in that video? I'm thinking it was a Final Fantasy 12 or 13 review or 11. No, it was 13, I think, with lightning.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
This was back when. So DSP used to record. You remember when he used to record his TV by pointing a camera at the TV?
You remember that? Yeah.
So he has a full review. I'm pretty sure if you search for it, he has a full review where he reviews a Final Fantasy game, but I think his fire alarm is going off in the background. And he's like, sorry guys, it's kind of annoying. No, scroll down.
Not this one?
I don't think so. It's try DSP alarm review. Oh God, am I making this up?
Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy
There.
13.
It's- you hear it.
You might be saying, what the fuck? Really? A lot of people are saying that right now. They're like, really?
He's just powering
He's
through
just
it.
going through it, dude.
Telling me that this game is a third installment
Bro.
in the Final Fantasy 13 series. That's right.
He's a warrior.
And,
Okay, thank you. We found it. You, can close it.
It's fun.
Okay, that was a lot of effort.
That's
for
my
that.
contribution for the next 15 minutes. Good luck scrolling.
You think
Anything?
people are going to get skinnier now that Ozempic's out?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You think so?
Up.
Yeah.
You don't think they can eat their way through it?
No,
Power
it makes
through
you
it?
not want to eat.
It's kind of hard to get over.
That's like the solution, the final solution to the.
I don't know, man. See, I'm hopeful, but
You don't
there's no
understand.
way we could have something this good.
It makes you not hungry. Like it's not like, oh, I love eating. I'm gonna power through this, even though like I just like got my stomach stapled. It's like you just like
Yeah.
it's disgusting to you, the idea of eating more.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
What?
I would like to claim a minor victory. I'm sure if you go back like 3 or 4 or 5 years of my stream, I know I've said this over the years. People would always say, what about this as like a weight loss drug or fat? And I've always said there is no such thing as a weight loss drug because the second a weight loss drug becomes available, every single fucking motherfucker on the planet will know about it and will be taking it. And that is what happened with Ozempic. Every
Yeah.
motherfucker's on this shit now.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Kyle Rittenhouse, you're a huge fan of him. What is it about him specifically that speaks to you?
Killing pedophiles?
He did that.
Do I need more than that?
What if
I don't know. I'm not a huge Kyle Rittenhouse fan.
just like an 80%.
Watching him is like watching a bunch of scavengers eat like a dead body. The way the right treats him, isn't it? It's so uncomfortable.
That was very awkward of a situation. The second that he dared to step outside and
Oh yeah, and he said he's writing in Ron Paul and that idiot, that cat
Not
turd
good.
guy.
And the people that were tweeting and then like the things
fucked.
that they would say, like
Blocked.
it's one of those things. No.
we stood by you. It's like, bro,
Well,
you're
no,
not
it
his
was
wife.
afterwards. Like people were saying, like, I'm really glad that you've come around to the right side. You know, we're like your family, and I'm glad that we could talk. And I'm like, bro, this is like
This is cult shit.
Yeah, this is
yeah. It's deranged. It's starting to be like, I love Trump, but I hate his fans now, which is sucks. But
I don't think I love Trump, and I don't think I love his fans. They're all retarded, though. Like, Trump is retarded, and then the people who really like, even the smartest people that like Trump,
yeah.
they're just retards. They're like contrarian debate bros.
He's calling you that right now.
Is that you?
no, just said he
yes.
loves Trump.
No,
he
you're
just said he loves Trump.
You're just an agent of chaos. You like him because it's funnier when he's in charge.
I like him.
Because of his policies, or because it makes liberals
calling
mad?
celebrities fad.
Yeah, okay, so this is
Yeah.
fine. This is an acceptable reason.
When he was off Twitter, though, it feels like they just like built this empire of Trumpism, and they're all calling each other smart and like inventing what he would say, and I don't know. It kind of became this like really cringe thing.
There's like a very small portion of people where I think it's acceptable for you to be like, I prefer Trump, and I think for you it works and it's okay. because you're
Why
like
for him?
because he's like I like it because he calls people fat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but he's like a bad
and you
person
can't- I
politically.
mean-
Like you shouldn't emulate that.
Well, no, but for him, that works for him. That's
Only
all.
because
I'm not
he's
even in the room.
You're not. It's only because he's in California. It's acceptable because
Yeah,
they're
your
always
vote
going
doesn't
blue.
matter
Oh
there.
yeah.
Thank God.
Well, I mean, you don't want the whole country like California, right? It sucks there.
It does suck there.
Well,
Yeah.
in what ways?
Like the crime and the taxes and
The
stuff.
taxes are a little frisky.
Taxes are pretty high,
Yeah.
but they also like
You know,
they're pretty
And all
productive.
the-
They're
all
pretty
the
productive.
illegal
You know, when you think
Mexicans,
about it,
too.
so Florida and a bunch of other states, Seattle, or not Seattle, Washington, don't have income tax.
Isn't
and,
that-
and somehow we're surviving here. And it's not like the property tax is 10 times higher. It's like the same. What the is going on that California has to be so high and somehow Florida is surviving? That's the thing I don't
Are there
quite
any
understand.
schools
You guys
that-
don't have like insane homeless here like we do either. Do you anywhere?
Well, I mean, that would be a mark against us for not having high taxes because we don't have to support them like that.
Well, wait. Are there any?
Wait.
Are there schools that people give a about in Florida?
What do you mean?
University
Like
of Miami
UCLA and stuff. Like, does anybody care about the University of Florida at Miami? Or I've heard that a huge sink for California is into their schools, and
No
UC's
way.
I've
The
heard that.
tuition's super expensive. at
Yeah, but there's
the
also a
UC
ton of
schools.
fucking money that flows into that shit too.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be surprising because they got UCLA medical centers built around it. Like every UC.
What's the most
school has it.
prestigious university in Florida? What do we think?
Probably like University of Florida in Miami.
Most prestigious colleges in Florida.
Florida State University. I don't know. Like who?
University of Florida, University of Miami, Florida State University. Okay, yeah, none of these are like, none of these.
I'm just trying to think like in my mind. I don't ever remember
None of these
anybody
are like
saying
MIT,
like, I got
Harvard.
into University of Florida. Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
U
None
of
these-
S.
None
U
of
of
these
whatever.
are like
Do you think that's costing us a lot of money?
Somebody
in
told me that
California?
one time. A random person told me that. So I actually
yeah.
have no idea if that's true or not. But
think
my
they're
only other
just
question would be,
stealing it.
where the fuck? Who's stealing it?
Politicians.
I don't think they're that rich.
Well, they're giving it to their friends. They're like, we need to fix homelessness. So my buddy's gonna like build all these homeless buildings, and it's gonna cost a couple $2 billion. So we're pushing that through, and then they just never get
I
built.
have to respond to a chatter real quick.
Why? You don't have to tell us that.
I do. Dan, this is a green text. Dan, when a guy actually likes Trump, sleeping emote like this. Dan, when an actual Trumper says he likes Trump because he makes liberal mad, a megalol emote.
Yeah.
Dan, when a guy actually, and then he repeats. So I feel like we have to have a real discussion about this. He's very upset that like we have a. Are you?
Do you know what XQC is?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
I know
think
you know.
was
Why
on
would
a-
you answer yes to that? Go ahead.
Sorry.
I would like to hear the answer.
No.
for why.
I'm not allowed to talk. It's up to you.
I think we were on a kick or keep with him, or I was, or Vito was. Yeah.
Are you and Vito just? Do you interchange?
I don't
the two of you in that
remember.
mind?
Yeah, kind of.
You're like,
sometimes.
I'm real excited. I think I have a comic coming
Is
out in
that
a
my
month.
show or Vito's show? Did I say that or did Vito say that? Who broke my toilet?
Basically, XQC went to a Trump event, and Dan decided to bust my balls for 10 hours, saying that I should have called it XQC harder. But my stance is, I just didn't really care that much because he's not like a political commentator. So,
Busted his balls how? Like forgot he was going to support Trump?
well, I think his audience would come away with a positive impression of Trump.
But you
what he
don't
was
want
doing.
that?
No, I hate Trump. I mean, it's anti-American.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I did do that to XQC. I gave him for it. So let's set some ground rules here.
Okay.
Trump is a retard, and you agree with that, right?
He's like a boomer version of that.
He's pretty fucking stupid. What part of Trump would you like? I would like this guy to do this for me. I want him to be in charge of what for me? What would you
my
like?
taxes.
You want Trump to be in charge of your taxes?
I would like him to be in charge. He's good at PR too. He's
no.
Oh, I think so. I think he built a whole like branding empire, like Trump Steaks.
Maybe.
I would never do that because it seems retarded and dumb, but people love that shit.
Retards love that shit, though.
Hold on
America,
one second.
Yeah.
Where
he's
is
got his
the,
finger on the pulse of America.
DGG, I need the Trump trading card
He's doing
thing.
fucking
He's got
pizza
his finger on
commercials.
somebody's pulse.
Yeah.
What?
America's a corpse, so he knows.
Listen.
He knows 80s America, and that's the America.
Oh my God.
I
This is
love.
going to be the first adversarial content court episode. Listen,
yeah?
he's a fucking retard. You do know this, right? He like I understand.
okay.
Joe Biden is fucking old. Okay,
Yeah.
but Trump may have been smart at one point in his life, but now he's just fucking cooked.
Nah, he's too funny to be retarded.
No, he's retarded.
No, man, he is snappy.
He is the
Would you want to
opposite
get
of
into?
snappy.
Would you want to get into an argument with Trump on television?
I would 1,000,000%.
Yeah, I know you would.
Because it
Would
doesn't
you?
matter. Tell me anything, and I'll be trying. He just says words. It has nothing to do with it.
Man, he's gonna say some shit that people will make fun of you for the rest of your life.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's like, hey, you want to get rid of abortion, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, you were the fucking Zodiac killer, and it's like, what?
Dan, you would never be able to wear that hat again. For the rest of your life, you
no.
would think about that hat, and it would make you feel like a chill in your stomach.
No, I would
for
do
the
it.
rest of
I
your
would do
life.
it despite
Trump
people
would
like
make you feel something for the rest of your life that no one else has ever felt.
No, Trump wouldn't. His insane psychotic fans would. Trump has no power without his fucking delusional retards who fucking suck his dick every step that he fucking takes. He's a fucking moron that will sell out for anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Look at this. Okay.
But he was going to take over the government, though. What about that?
He was trying to, but he couldn't do it. He was so fucking stupid.
With some very exciting news. By popular demand, I'm doing a new series of Trump.
Come on, this is genius.
You all know what
Look at
they are.
this.
We've had a lot of fun with
This is
Where's your fucking NFTs then? He's getting free money from retards. How much money from retards are you getting, Dan?
Well, how much?
I don't know. Is that the bar that we're setting here? Like, how much can I exploit the people that are so fucking stupid that
Remember
are
to
like,
tier 4
yes, I
sub,
got
guys.
it. Like, what?
I said, remember to tier 4 sub, guys.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Okay. This is.
You don't think this is?
Well, first off, this isn't even his idea. This is a smart Jewish guy came to him and was like, "Listen, Mr. Trump, I'll give you $1 million if you do this commercial." And he's like, you know, this wasn't his idea. He's reading a fucking script right now.
How's Truth Social doing?
I have no idea.
Not great.
Yeah, but like, do you think Trump was like, you know what? Let's. I really believe in the blockchain. I think I'm going to do an NFT. Here's the deal. We're going to do an NFT.
I don't think he knows about it at all.
I don't think he understands half the words in what he's saying right now. He's reading a script, and there's someone else smart behind him. He's a fucking monkey.
So you don't think he gets any credit for how he talks to people and brands himself and presents himself? Like, I do think he sounds like an idiot, but I think he's very good at sounding like an idiot to people.
Trump is a bad person that makes fun of people. Okay, and I understand.
okay.
I understand that's funny. It's funny. It's funny to me
That's
too.
harder than you think.
It's funny, but I don't want this guy running the country.
Here's what I think. Okay, the issue, what you're saying is, I feel like Trump is a right guy in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Not that it's intentional, and my evidence for that, the reason why I think that is because he's not able to change up. If it was more intentional and it was like, okay, I know I can lean into this motherfucker here and do this, then I might agree. But he doesn't know when to change. And he doesn't know how to like alter his behavior to adapt to different environments. And I think that's what makes me think he has a way of talking that just happens to be really funny. You ever watch SpongeBob SquarePants?
Love it.
Do you remember the ripped pants episode?
Oh, that's one of the best.
We're coming up to the end of that episode with Trump right now.
I agree with you.
He ripped his pants too many times and nobody cares anymore.
It's like all these stories about how he tells Putin or whomever that he's going to nuke Moscow.
Yeah, those aren't real. There's no way those are real.
Let's say they are real.
Okay.
Right? Just for the sake of what I'm saying, like when he says the Taliban, or he's like, here's a picture of your house,
Yeah,
I'm going to kill you. All this stuff. Let's say it's real. I feel like that's only going to work once, and like we've moved past that part. Like everything moving up to 2016 and even 2020 now, like he can't go back to Putin and say like, hey, by the way, I'm going to nuke.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
it won't have the same punch to it, and that's kind of the only punch he has.
That's what China does all the time. That's like their whole thing. Is there's an expression for China, like everything. Why are you making this f***ing face at me right now?
I'm so curious how you're going to bring this around. I'm waiting. I'm anticipating it. Go ahead.
China does a lot of things like this is the final time, the final warning that you've done this.
Yeah.
For everything that they do. It's like, I don't know if it's a paper tiger or something like that. I don't think it's that. There's like an actual expression specifically for China.
Oh, yeah?
Where they do this
Is
shit
there?
constantly. Yes.
Okay.
The final warning. Yes.
Okay.
You know I f***ing hate you. You know why? Because you're not funny. Okay? And you're just a bad person at the end of the day.
So your criticisms of Destiny are the same for Trump? Is that...
Well, Trump's funny. So no, they're not the same. They're different.
Wow, so you admit he's fun. So Dick has moved you more in the Trump
Yeah.
direction.
Come
Wow.
on up.
never
There's
said
plenty
that
of room
Trump-
in the Unity Party. You know,
The Unity Party.
We've got
I never
some
said
guys
that
over
Trump
there and
Trump
Wonder
is
Woman.
funny. It is funny. Like a fart joke is funny. I just don't want you deciding my like property taxes.
I
That's
would
all.
vote for a fart joke.
To be like in
The
charge of.
president, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
part of it is also I fucking hate the federal government. So
There you
okay,
go.
no.
See? Wish they found him guilty. Who?
PSA Sitch.
About who?
Well, let's see.
Oh, it's probably about Rittenhouse.
Oh, Joey Mannarino.
Oh, this guy's so weird.
Yeah, he
He's
really
really
is weird.
That's
This is
a
the guy- he
weird.
did
There's a
the-
lot
as
of
a
Trump
black woman
weirdos
thing.
out there now.
And he was on Tim Pool. He's a very weird guy.
How so?
He's just every tweet he's done. I think I quote tweeted him. I think he deleted it, and so he just has a lot of weird shit.
I mean, look at him. Come on, that's weird.
Okay.
Who's he looking at? You
Who is
make
he
a
looking
picture
at?
like that. Like half of the people looking at that picture are guys. So you're looking at guys like that?
That's such
weird.
a weird thing to say. It's you're looking at a picture like, hey, who are you looking at? He's
When you're
looking
taking
at
a
the camera.
picture, you got to remember that men
Don't
and
look at
women
the
both
camera.
are going to look at
Yeah,
it. So don't look at it in a gay way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's.
This guy did the thing.
Wait, he was Twitter famous 5 years ago for pissing in his own mouth. Is that true?
Yes.
Why did he do that?
To get Twitter famous.
What would be a good reason?
Maybe he was in a survival situation in the wilderness and he had to drink his own piss.
Okay, that's a good reason.
If you're on a boat, you should drink your own piss.
One time.
Wait, what?
You can only do it one time.
Why?
Because I don't think the salt content has reached like destructive levels yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're in the middle of the ocean, just so you know.
In case that happens.
You can do it once.
Once.
Okay.
And then he becomes too fucked.
But your breath is going to smell like shit later.
Do you think it'd be possible to drink slow enough to piss like constantly? To drink at the right speed, to drink water?
I don't think
so
your body
you
works that way.
But what if? Is there something you could do?
I think no, because the amount that you have to drink, even if you drink as slow as you can, is so much that by the time you're ready to piss it out, like you're drinking too much. Like you can't drink like micro drinks.
I would like to see that. I would like to see someone try that.
I think the issue is that the water doesn't go right to your kidneys. I think it goes like to your blood and then it goes around and then the kidneys have to filter it out and some bullshit. So you're kind of fucked.
so. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So, anyways, Rittenhouse gets transvestigated. What do you think that means?
Was he looking at trans porn?
No, they probably think he's trans.
Oh,
Oh.
or blocked. I don't know how that can possibly happen. This account has never done anything ever. Okay. Well,
Next.
I want to see if like we're actually blocked.
See, there's not enough trans stuff now. What percentage of trans
they
do you think
just deleted
conservatives think it is? Like,
There was a YouGov poll on this a couple years ago, and I think it was 22% or something.
they think 22% of people are trans? Yeah, that makes sense. That explains their behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Finding Trump is like converting to a new religion. Once you find Trump, you wake up and you realize all that you've been told before was a lie.
Okay.
You agree with that?
I mean, if you could have said that in 2016, yeah, but now, no.
Once you find Trump, you do not go in half-heartedly. You go all in.
No, you definitely don't. No, that's how you end up in jail.
Yeah, okay.
No, you go as far as it's funny and then go, nah, I don't think so.
We said this before, but all the J6 dudes are like, yeah, man, I'm with you there, Trump. And now Trump and everyone else is like, you guys are Antifa. They're like, wait, hold up.
It's because they're not old enough to remember Trump steaks. That's the problem. I am. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that
You're
shit.
not going to Trump University?
I'm not eating a Trump steak.
You going to
No.
Trump Airlines? No.
No.
I feel like Trump Airlines may have been skimping on the airline maintenance.
Maybe the airline, actually. That might be cool.
I think I'd think twice. If
Because he
you're
didn't
like,
build it. He just painted it.
still, Trump is like, he's
I would
like,
give it a shot. Trump Air.
I don't think so. Because he's like, at the end of the day, he's trying to make money on that. And he's like, all right, listen.
Yeah.
We got too many mechanics. All right. These guys, get rid of them.
Yeah, I feel
Plane.
like it would be kind of like Soul Plane, though. Like Trump Air. You know,
Soul Plane?
Yeah, the Black People Airlines. Remember that movie? Tom Arnold?
I didn't watch it, unfortunately. A little bit before my
should.
time.
It's a good
Airplane
movie.
movie. They had the one with Sullenberger. That one. That was a good one. They had the one with Denzel.
Where he did the loop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Or he's drunk.
I like those movies. There's a lot of clips. You know, once you get in the clip industry on YouTube, your fucking YouTube gets. So all I have now, house clips. Okay. Got a lot of those. A lot of like police department clips of people getting shot. A lot of that coming up. My YouTube's fucked. All right, Joe Rogan is having a Rittenhouse moment. You remember this? He said he was voting for RFK. Did he already walk it back though?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
He didn't say he was voting for him. I think he just said that he like supported him or something.
They manipulate you. They promote narratives. And the only one who's not doing that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You a fan?
Yeah, I am a fan. Yeah, he's the only one that makes sense to me. He's the only one that he doesn't attack people.
Like
he
Trump.
attacks actions and ideas.
Yeah, just say like Trump.
Like Trump.
Yeah.
You know, he's an attacker. I don't
I like how Rogan boxes them all together, though.
Yeah.
Times two this fucking shit. Watching this guy speak for 2 minutes is...
He's much more reasonable and intelligent.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was an environmental attorney and cleaned up the East River. I mean, he's a legitimate guy. You know, before anybody started calling him an anti-vaxxer, which I thought he was. I thought he was this nut, this like conspiracy theorist nut, until I read his book. I read The Real Anthony Fauci, and I'm like, what is...
The real Anthony Fauci.
The one they don't want you to know about. The guy, his life's mission is to kill every person on Earth.
I guess with the virus, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do some.
Wasn't he
call-ins.
posting about like contrails the other
Let's
day?
do some
RFK?
call-ins.
Chemtrails. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that people like. That's the thing people really believe in.
All right, August.
Yes, 100%.
So what can you? Is it? Do people think they go through the sky and they? What are they
They're
dropping?
like
what are they
dropping
doing?
an aerosol chemical that is, I don't know, making people sick or gay or
What's
something.
like the point?
Of the airplanes?
Like the guys behind the chemtrails. Like why would they want to make
Control.
By making you all sick?
Or selling you drugs, selling you the medicine. I've heard that a lot.
Okay.
They make you sick so they can sell you the medicine. I know, you have
Yeah,
to pull,
I've
you have
seen
to pull
that
their
meme.
ideology out of their slogans.
Yes, I've seen that meme. That's a good one.
Dick, how do you feel about a 2028 Trump, or how about like a Trump Jr., or who do you think Trump would pick to be his successor?
Honestly, he would probably pick JD Vance, which is why I'm so off of Trump this time.
Not Trump Jr.?
Like his just John Jr.?
Yeah.
I don't know. That guy doesn't have the same gift that Trump does. I think he'd rather just be do you think he's going to take over like the Trump brand in politics, I think.
Whatever's left of it.
Yeah, I can't see him running.
I think Ivanka would be a much better choice because woman plus, the first white woman president.
Yeah,
Hey,
if Kamala
let's go.
wins, when we got to run women forever. Like that's going to be if we don't all just kill ourselves from the way women are going to behave with a woman president over 4 years, we're going to have to run. It'll just be minority women for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
When will we have
That's
our
how it was.
first trans president? In your lifetime?
The time after the next Republican wins.
Okay.
I think that's like a 30th century man kind of.
Yeah, will we get a Supreme Court trans before a president trans, do you think?
No.
No, because they need some time to grow them in the lab.
I'm just guessing. I don't know. What do you think, Big Steve?
I think we're kind of receding on the trans hype. I feel like they peaked in like 2021.
They're not cool anymore?
I think it's kind of like, yeah. Like Leah Thomas was like the big one, and then it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah. You got to find something else to be.
Like the Iman person is like, we don't even know if she's trans. It's like, and if she is like barely trans, I don't even know if it counts. So it's
you're
like
born that way.
Well, because she's like
has a vagina.
Yeah, Jesus. Christ.
Yeah.
Not one of us?
Like was born with one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we went too far into it with that one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's got a pussy. That's like, well, no, but her DNA test. Like, no. You guys.
Didn't we do this already? Like, can't have kids? Are you saying men can't have kids?
Yeah,
it kind of got weird. It got really
men
weird.
can have kids.
Yeah, it got
All
too
right.
weird.
So you guys bought into it then.
Okay, what's up? What do you got?
I was going to ask you in general about like the debate format, and I was curious, like as somebody that like watched your content and is kind of coming back to it, it seems like you're a lot less optimistic about the ability to convert people to your side through the debate format. I'm wondering if there's like any like alternative formats that you would, deal in that you think would be more effective, or if there's just like a likability trait that like you think most people like have that somehow works, I guess, like the Trump stuff.
No, I think you can definitely still do it kind of through debate. The only issue is, as of recently, like conservatives are just like insane. They're pretty crazy. So it's hard to engage at all. And if you want to engage them on any of the crazy points, they just don't want to talk to you at all. So it's kind of hard. You have to like play ball with them, which feels kind of lame. But after this election, if Trump loses and if he goes away, I don't know, maybe we'll see things.
He's not going
What kind
away.
of crazy things do you like when you say crazy?
Like, I feel like,
Because, like, sorry, this is the second caller that's talked about like how to convince Trump fans to not be Trump fans.
I think
what
the
do
issue
you
is that
guys-
as of the past 4 years,
and it's
Trump
very
people-
difficult. I'm going to tell you, it's very difficult.
But that's because they don't believe in, like, nothing normal happens ever anymore. Every single thing is a conspiracy. Wildfires in Hawaii are a conspiracy. Train derailment in
bad.
East Palestine
Are those
is a
the guys you're
conspiracy.
targeting?
Well, those are every Trump fan. 80% of them don't believe in the results of the last election. They think it was all rigged.
I think it was rigged.
I know.
100% of them believe that he's like really good with economy stuff, and I don't know how to like talk against that.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah. But after Trump is gone, maybe they'll, chill a little. We'll see.
No, almost definitely not.
They'll chill. They will.
Thank you, Dan, for being the content man. This one's for Destiny and Dick. Who was the Bloodsports guy that you had like the most hope in not being an absolute retard and like actually being a good content creator that just fell off? Because I think it was probably like Worski, but
Well, Worski's
like, I
back.
think he had a chance.
Worski's he's
Worski's
back.
He's in the Kano Casino. Apparently, they're killing it, according to Dick.
I think they are.
But like, who else?
He's
do
not
you guys
lighting his
think
nipples on fire anymore. I know that.
Wait, do you think JF killed his wife?
I hope
Hold
so.
on, we're gonna get him on the show.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so. He called into my show right after he did it, and he
Right after he did it?
yeah, right after he didn't do it. Oh shit!
Oh boy!
And I made him walk me through how he would do it, and it's way, JF style. It's way more complicated. He had like devices that I put in the car, and it pretend to be her.
Dude, he 100%. Okay.
You think so?
Like, yes, I think.
You don't think she's just like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm out of here.
I think she was too retarded to have that
I
thought.
think that if he didn't do it, he was complicit. It's like, for instance, what do you think happens if you drop your rabbit off in the middle of the forest?
What do you mean? It doesn't like have a happy life?
I think a domesticated rabbit that's never seen the woods before probably does not have a very good life if you drop it off in the middle of the forest.
Is she really that retarded?
She's pretty retarded.
Oh.
Now,
and maybe you could just wish things would happen. There were times when Nathan would keep crying when he was a kid. And I was like, fuck. So I would unplug all of the little plastic things out of the outlets and I just dump forks on the floor and leave the room for an hour and see if...
Dude, when your kid got banned off of Twitch, I watched that thing. Is that a sensitive subject? I watched that clip over and over.
He
It was
got
so
unbanned.
funny.
The annoying thing is I couldn't talk about it at the time. I'll talk about this more in the future. The annoying thing was I just got swatted the previous fucking night. So I was like on yes, and I couldn't say anything on stream. And I was like already like amped the fuck up. So I'm sitting here at my computer and I'm still like half traumatized from this. And then he comes to me and he shoots me. I'm like, what? And I'm like, and then and now he's like, yeah, fuck you. Oh
yeah.
I should have. Beat
Well,
the
I
shit
saw
out
it.
of
It
him.
was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I laughed. I laughed like with him.
That's good. I'm sure.
Not at him.
No, not that he got banned. I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. God, what was it? The most disappointing content creator?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
How many people were in? Okay, so Tonka Saw was kind of funny, but a little bit
God,
too crazy.
he let everyone down.
Yeah.
Tonka.
Bunty King.
Bunty King he got weird. He started talking about weird sex stuff. It has to be Tonka Saw.
Wait, what if Bunty King
Disappearing.
started talking about weird sex stuff?
I thought he did. I don't know. I had him on my show, and the next thing I heard, he was like talking about going down on women a lot, and then I didn't hear from him again.
That's weird sex
That's
stuff.
pretty weird.
That's-
Where I come
man.
from, on our side, that's very odd.
Italian
behavior.
men do not do that. All right.
Are you Italian?
No,
No, but
Mexican.
it's from The Sopranos.
Oh.
You don't. That was a huge thing. A huge.
I didn't watch The Sopranos.
Junior Soprano doing that. Not acceptable.
Yeah.
Not
What
good.
I'll say the guy who always comes through with the content has got to be Ethan Ralph, though. I don't know. That's the
is content.
opposite of your question.
He is content.
All right.
What do they find your stuff at?
Patreon.com/The Dick Show, YouTube.com/Biggest Problem, and also Patreon. Every Friday, we're doing Biggest Problem. Come super chat mean things to me. Mix it up.
Hey, speaking of which, did you know that there's like almost another hour of this podcast that you're not going to see on this YouTube video? If you want to get the full thing, you have to be a Patreon subscriber, which you can do at patreon.com/anything else. You also have very cool things that you get in there, like being able to be on the live show viewer call-ins, suggesting the topics, and like behind the scenes footage. There's some really good stuff there. So yeah, check it out.
Some more Patreon exclusive footage, and here is my neighbor's cat ready to get into a fight to the death with Lycan's dog. He's a big pussy though. He's just smelling.
You chill.